Jumping fiddlesticks.
AT&T Stadium on this beautiful Saturday in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. The top travel destination this week for alumni of these two storied football powerhouses, and the site of the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups, as we'll see the Oregon Ducks taking on the LSU Tigers. For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara, we are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
1st and 10, LSU. They will let him throw here on the very first play. And his first pass is incomplete.
Intended for number.
That's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. It's complete to the tight end, Bennett. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Avon's got it over the middle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. A nice throw there. Coach O'Brien, when you look at this quarterback position, he's got 2 great options, but opting to go with a hot hand, leaving Tommy Matthews on the sideline to start this semifinal.
And throughout this season, they've had a little bit of what we would call the carousel approach at quarterback. When they've made changes, Tommy Matthews has made the most of his time under center. But both of these quarterbacks are undefeated, and we know why. This defense has played so well throughout the season, and we know how loyal they are to their head coach because he was their former defensive coordinator. Now they just got to figure out who's going to guide this team at quarterback and carry them the rest of the way.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
2nd and goal from the 1. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack. Taken down at the 2. About a half-yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Kelly to try to punch it in. Yeah, he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go, and down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. They start out with a run by Ferguson. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
Ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great left. and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Hey. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On first down, Ferguson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Parsons. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
From the shotgun, here's Barrett. Open man is Anderson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. We're scoreless after 1.
No score.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Barrett dancing to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Tackled at the 46-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Barrett. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And he fends him off. He's going to let one fly here for Avant. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now left side on the swing pass. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And this now 3rd and 11 after that 2nd down completion actually went back a yard.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And look at this, it's a fake. And he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. Here's a 1st and 10 Oregon. From the gun, Barrett. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now given.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Operating from the gun, Barrett. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Again, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. And pressure gets to him again.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Danny Newberry for the Oregon field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able kick field goals means you're right there, and you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for number 8.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. This young quarterback does have a support system of former players and teammates. In fact, he heard from former Tigers like OBJ, Jarvis Landry, Leonard Fournette, Jamal Adams. All have reached out to him on social media in the days leading up to this semifinal. Open man is Holmes. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
A pretty good throw there here in second quarter action. And, you know, you got to wonder. They're trailing on the scoreboard right now. Definitely not an insurmountable deficit, but got a pretty good quarterback over there on the sideline, Charles. You got to wonder if maybe a change will be made in the second half if they can't overcome this deficit.
It's caught at the 10. He's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. And they rattle off a big one. 48 yards for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back. And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And LSU has jumped out in front. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have a superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Barrett. And caught by Cameron right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. But that was well executed.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
He's the score. Ducks 10. Tigers 7.
After the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Throw left side complete. It's Drake.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move.
49-yard line.
Now back to throw.
The crossing route complete. That's Brooks. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
28 more yards.
That's good for 28 yards. LSU with a 1st and 10. So LSU opting not to play Tommy Matthews in the first half. We'll see if that changes because they trail as we hit halftime. The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half of this semifinal matchup. A good return up past the 30. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now if I can try and read what's going on down to the far sideline, it would appear we're going to get a change at quarterback as Tommy Matthews looks like he's going to enter this ball game.
You all right?
I'll be fine.
I was you last week. I know exactly what you're going through.
You didn't have to sit through this championship game, though.
No, but I did sit out our first state title game. That wasn't easy to do.
For all I know, this could be my only shot at it.
Then I guess we'll just have to do this all over again next season, huh?
Good luck out there tonight.
Thanks.
Who rained on your parade, Little Miss Sunshine?
I am not in the mood for this right now.
It's because you're not playing, I take it.
Like I haven't had a bad enough day already. Now I have to deal with you?
I know you upset. But that dude Tommy's your brother. And brothers should always have each other's backs. And wipe that sourpuss look off your face. It's game time.
We crown a champion tonight here at Levine Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game. It's the LSU Tigers and the Clemson Tigers. The pressure perhaps getting to this young quarterback as LSU trails at the break. Just one half remains in the college football season as we begin the second half of this national championship game. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Bengal Tiger offense, if we differentiate them, they are set for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
He's going to let one fly here for Avant. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
He's going to let it go again. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take this in. Touchdown LSU. A big play there. 70 yards. And LSU has jumped out in front.
After the departure of Tommy Matthews at the half, the offense able to regroup and put the football in the end zone.
Yeah, that's something they couldn't accomplish in the first 2 quarters of this game. So finally, finding their way downfield. I think Coach Red O'Brien, he hadn't shown a preference for either quarterback. But this kid who's out there right now, one thing we know about him, he's a fighter.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I was just going to say that, Charles. He's a fighter, and he does have plenty of upside. We know that he can lead. You and I sitting with him this week, didn't you just see a guy who could step into any locker room and control the presence of his teammates?
I just remember when we left that room, you said 2 things to me. I think this kid's going to be poised under pressure, and to me, he's a natural leader, and I concur with both of those statements.
1st and 10 now for Clemson. From the gun, Cooper. Simpson reels it in over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll run with Jewell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Operating from the gun, Cooper. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
That's good.
Now, folks, we are getting confirmation on what we heard earlier about quarterback Tommy Matthews. He will not be returning to this football game.
And he started in this one after having not started in the semifinal, but they've gone back and forth all year long, and now with Tommy Matthews ruled out for the rest of the game, a national championship now rests on the shoulders of his high school teammate and friend. He gets his opportunity to put a ring on the fingers of his teammates.
Cooper now, off the bootleg. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Intended for number 37.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Back to throw is Cooper on 3rd down. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, since he's coming to the game at quarterback, 2 trips into the end zone, and this offense starting to look remarkably relaxed.
I love that description because it's evident to me, and it's evident to everyone watching, and now everyone's getting the memo. He's not a backup. He's played just as much as Matthews has this season.
Yeah, that's the thing, Charles. There's the old adage of if you have 2 quarterbacks, you have none. Well, I think they're taking that script and throwing it right out the window because they're saying we've got 2 quarterbacks and we like them both.
I love the way you just said that. Not in this case does the old adage hold up. I think we've got a new one. They feel like they've got 2 good quarterbacks, and the offense should respond no matter who's on the field.
Exactly.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Clemson Tiger offense have to specify that. They're set for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Going to hand to Jewell. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down. at the 9-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jewell. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
Brings up 3rd down.
Cooper will look to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
Cooper's pass intended.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. Still going. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengal Tiger offense, if we differentiate them, they are set for their next drive. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU. A big play there. 62 yards. And LSU adds on to their advantage.
Remember, Charles, with Tommy Matthews under center, they weren't able to get the ball into the end zone. They had a single field goal, but he exits the game at half. And this offense since then, they've been on fire. That's the 3rd touchdown in this second half.
Yeah, I'm sorry I jumped in there on you there, partner, but you're exactly right. I was thinking the same thing you were. On fire. 3rd touchdown in the second half. He's taken his offense and squarely put it on his back, and he is actually carrying them, and what they believe, to the national championship podium.
Well, time will tell if they will be on that podium and hoisting that trophy.
The Clemson offense back out there ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's something out there. You got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On the carry, it's Jewell. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 12, Cooper. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Intended for number 37. Incomplete.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
And 12 yards to go.
Here's Cooper to throw on 3rd down. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin. Under pressure, and down he goes. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed. And he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU. From 21 yards away. And LSU adds on to their advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away.
From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Clemson Tiger offense have to specify that. They're set for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused loved every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down. Now Cooper looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch.
Touchdown, LSU.
Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Clemson Tiger offense have to specify that. They're set for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the...
Now the ball comes loose, and this will be scooped up by the defense.
Cooper's pass complete.
And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
2nd and 1.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And as a result, possession switches hands. Clemson now with a 1st and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
From the gun, Cooper. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
They changed quarterbacks at half and did not miss a beat. Here they are, your national champions. And celebration time on that sideline. It took a change in quarterback as thoughts will turn to the condition of Tommy Matthews. But for now, jubilation as they are the national champions.
Well, Tommy's injury certainly was a setback. But the bond that these two kids have is really strong. And although only one of the Heartbreak Kids was out there the second half, Tommy's spirit was with him, and I believe.
You hear from Mr. Matthews?
The hoodie gave it away?
He's stable. But we're only allowing family to go back right now.
That's great, because he's my brother.
I'm proud of what he's accomplished this season.
I think there's only one individual on everyone's mind tonight. This one is for my brother, Tommy Matthews.
You think that's something? You should see it in person.
Oh, man. That's so cool. Thanks so much for coming and bringing this.
You kidding me? I wouldn't miss this for anything. Coach and the guys sent their best. They waited as long as they could, but no one knew when you might wake up, so they had to catch their flights back. I told Coach I wasn't about to split up the Heartbreak Kids, so I stayed behind. Make sure you're all right.
Thanks, man. I'm just glad you're here.
But hey, they did leave you the trophy. They wanted to make sure you had it when you woke up. How are you feeling, buddy?
Like a sack of crap.
It's funny, because that's exactly what I was going to say you look like.
Hey, man. Promise me one thing.
Anything.
That you'll come back next year and make it win the championship. Together.
Next year? You know I will, brother. Together.
Doc said I shouldn't overdo it.
She said what caused all this?
Yeah. Something about the stress from my filthy roommate leaving his dishes lying around the apartment. She said if it weren't for that, I'd be the pinnacle of health.
Please.
Hey, seriously. You gotta start cleaning up after yourself. It's ridiculous.
Really? Right now? Is that him? He's an hour early. Coach?
Don't look too disappointed.
No, I was just expecting Tommy. Come in. Care for a cupcake?
No, thanks.
So, you here for the party?
No, give me a minute. Okay, Coach. Actually, I'm here to talk to you about next season.
Yeah, sure, talk away.
It was something you said at the start of the season earlier. It really stuck with me. It's
something good, I hope?
Well, it was something you said about treat your men like your beloved sons, and they'll follow you into the deepest valley. And that really got me. It got me thinking about the way I treat you boys, and I wasn't being fair to you, and Tommy for that matter, or the team.
Wow, Coach, I really appreciate that.
All that being said, I wanted to go into the off-season with everyone on the same page. I figured the best way that we could do that would be to announce a starter. Tommy's gonna be our starter.
But how could you possibly make that decision after the title game? Is Tommy even gonna be able to play?
Yeah, I spoke with his doctor. Valve replacement surgery was great. He's gonna be right as rain.
Just don't understand.
I know this is hard for you. It's hard for you to process, and I hope you believe me when I say that I take no joy in making this decision, but I stand firmly behind it because, frankly, Tommy's a better fit for the offense.
Well, what does this mean for me?
Well, it means that you are at a monumental crossroads in your life, and you've got two choices. You can enter the draft, and based on what you did last year, I'd say you'd be lucky to get picked in the 3rd round. But realistically, you're looking at a late-round selection, if at all.
Jeez, don't sugarcoat it for me.
Well, I'm trying to be open and honest with you from this moment forward. I'm giving it to you as I would my own beloved son.
And my other choice?
Well, the way I see it, you got too much raw athleticism to waste sitting on the bench. Your talent is a true gift. And it's one that I'm going to give you the opportunity to show it to the world.
And how's that?
You get to pick a new position on offense and get your Heartbreak Kids thing going back again.
Heartbreak Kids. Well, Tommy's already tried recruiting me to come back so we can win the title together.
Does that mean you're in?
Plus, he did switch positions once, and you see how well that worked out for him. Guess I can try too.
The Heartbreak Kids are back, baby!
Was he eavesdropping?
Always.
I'm not sure what's more strange, that interaction or the general cleanliness of this apartment.
Cupcake?
It wasn't an easy decision at the time, but I don't regret it for a second. Of course, everyone's first thought was, where am I gonna play? It felt good. Telling everyone I was sticking around and Tommy and I were going to play together. The next question was, did it actually work out?
Pretty drastic turn of events for Coach O'Brien's program. I mean, the defensive pantry has been pretty much left dry with most of that elite unit having bolted for the NFL. But today, Coach O'Brien revealed a new strategy, and I think it's kind of brilliant. Get both heartbreak kids on the field at the same time. I mean, it's really a brilliant move. Here's the deal. You got to get all of your talented players on the field at once, certainly if they're going to rely on the offense for a change to be the strength of this team if they're planning on making another run at it.
All right, Dan, show me what you got. Let's go.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready, go. Here we go, Shaq. 70 Timberwolves. Go. Viking 18. Here we go. Hey, ready? Go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go. Bravo 80. Ready, cut.
All right, not bad. We may have something here.
Gotta say, I was surprised with the way you guys played that season, and especially considering you switched positions. Plus, Coach O'Brien really came into his own, leading you guys to the verge of the playoff.
Hard Rock Stadium, folks, it is filled to capacity. Everybody has been waiting for this college football Saturday, and we are just about set to get ready to rock and roll. It's the LSU Tigers and the Miami Hurricanes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
The Hurricanes now 1st and 10. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Out of the gun, Daniel. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Ball carrier
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He'll try and run it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. 30.
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
Past the 20. 10. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Hurricanes take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. They'll run on 1st down. It's Turner, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Daniel. Right side catch, Gilmore. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, here's Daniel. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way.
I think they have to make some decisions here. That's the 2nd fumble here in the first quarter. And what I mean by that is, do you have the confidence to stay with him? Or are you going to have to make a change and maybe go to someone else?
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. A big play there. 46 yards. And LSU adds on to their advantage. The Heartbreak Kid connection, one finding the other, and they really make it look easy out there.
Oh, it's a special chemistry that they have, isn't it? And look, we go all the way back to their time in high school. Positions may have changed, roles may have changed, but what doesn't change, their friendship, their connection, and understanding where each is going to be on the field, no matter what the situation.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the shotgun on 3rd, Daniel. That's going to back him up almost a full 10 yards. It's going to be a loss of 9 officially, and it's 4th down. The Miami punter out on the field as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. It's taken to the 26. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out Out will come the offense as they take over. Operating from the gun, Matthews over the middle, it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
First down, LSU.
From the gun, Matthews. Wide open receiver, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
But Charles, this is kind of interesting to watch because, as you and I remember well, back when they were blue-chip prospects coming into college, it was Matthew.
And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And LSU adds on to their advantage. Extra point forthcoming.
Extra point.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
The conversion is no good on the fake extra.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away.
From the 6.
And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back.
Return team. Come on, dog!
Now, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
You must get tired of seeing me. Like 56, like...
To try again after the sack. Daniel. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Intended for number 15.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
3rd and long. It's Daniel. And oh, he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of it. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game. And it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 16 yards, a first down. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU.
Number 3.
So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down because...
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
For 2. Just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial under pressure, and down goes Daniel.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
After the sack on first down, Daniel's
pass intended.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
56, Mike 56. Hey, they stand.
Operating from the gun, Daniel. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you got a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now,
or
very
lights
quickly,
out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing again, Matthews. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down, LSU.
From the gun, Matthews. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU. Touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And this offense is running away with this one. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the posts. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
Did the same. It smelled terrible.
Too.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
We want it. Come to
On second down, it's Woods, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
A first down throw for Daniel. That's taken in by Henderson. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Operating from the gun. Daniel, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there and a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, Matthews. This is caught. And he's brought down. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down.
First down and goal to go.
From the gun, Matthews. Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown.
Touchdown, LSU.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3 yards. Risk reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively on. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
So that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, the LSU Tigers 45. Hurricanes nothing.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
From the 6. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm
in trouble, and he's taken down.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now Matthews. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there on third down. 57 yards. first down, Drake. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
That's caught by Kelly. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
Off the play fake. Matthews to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on fourth down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, fourth down, they went for it.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Throwing on third down, Daniel. Under pressure, and down goes Daniel.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Fielded just inside the 30. Fancy footwork in midfield. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards as they get to reset the sticks. Operating from the gun, Matthews, and incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet. They've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Gain of 15. 1st down
from the gun. Matthews. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Number 3.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The quick slant caught. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, But going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 56.
On first down, it's Turner, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
They'll keep it on the ground. Turner. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Stephon Turner, the ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout, so can't get away, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Takes over first and
that is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He's going to take another shot here. He's got a man, complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43.
It's a gain of 4.
Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them here in this game.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He wants it all for the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. Now Daniel on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
Pass incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd and 10, Daniel again. Flushed out right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Complete to Gilmore over the middle.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Now here's a 1st and 10 for Miami. Operating from the gun, Daniel. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 4 yards. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Steps away to his left. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
From the gun, Daniel. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And his guys are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away.
Taken in the end zone. A really solid performance against a ranked opponent as they add a big win to the left-hand column.
Want to talk about a story that's making the rounds, and that's the Heartbreak Kids and their indelible bond. Once again, taking college football center stage at the championship game later on tonight. It has been truly amazing and truly inspirational to watch this amazing journey that these kids have been on from start to finish to this point, showing off their character, their grit, their determination, their heart has been on full display for all of us to behold. And I normally don't say this, but I, for one, will be a Heartbreak Kid in spirit as they take the field in this big game tonight.
Just one game remains in the college football season, and it promises, folks, to be one for the ages. The two top teams and the final collegiate appearance of the Heartbreak Kids as well here in the Big Easy for the College Football Playoff National Championship. It's the LSU Tigers and the Clemson Tigers. Here we go, the matchup we've been waiting for. Buckle in as we are off in the College Football Playoff National Championship from New Orleans. And he's up across across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First and 10, LSU. Off the bootleg. Matthews. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there's good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see them take a shot downfield.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is caught at the 20. And he will take this in. Touchdown LSU. A big play there. 72 yards. And LSU has taken the early lead. Tommy Matthews linking up with the other half of the dynamic duo for a nice touchdown pass and catch.
It almost felt like he essentially...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, we're talking new football here. We're talking new models, new paradigms, new ways of looking at things. They score, line up for the PAT, fake it, and go up 8-0. I'm kind of at a loss here because if I'm going to go for 2, I'm going to ask him to put the ball in the 2-yard rim offense.
Exactly. Opening drive of the game, faking it is bold enough from the 15. That's quite another thing.
I know a lot of people fall back on analytics, but still, I think that person would tell you, put your offense in and go from the 2, not from the 15.
Still got it, though.
Yes, they did. Give them credit.
25-yard line.
Cooper on 1st and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Cooper. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Look to set up his blockers. A very good return there, giving an even 20 yards.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Bengal Tiger offense, if we differentiate them, they are set for their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. This is Kelly. A broken tackle on the run, and then just on the other side of midfield, they get to it.
Across midfield to the 40.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Airing one out deep for Holmes here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Intended for number 15.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down now, Jewell. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Cooper. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up with safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. From the gun, Matthews. He's going to go up top again. That's caught inside the trolley. And he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU. A big play there. 73 yards. And LSU adds on to their advantage. And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
They'll run on first down. Jewell, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. He was 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
And he locates Walker, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That gain on third down, good for 28. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. On 3rd down, Jewell. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports.
The Clemson Tigers, nothing.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. And now they go for it on 3rd down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
That's going to be caught. And he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And LSU adds on to their advantage. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
Makes the score. The LSU Tigers 23. Tigers nothing.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Clemson Tiger offense have to specify that. They're set for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Cooper. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Runs through the contact. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bengal Tiger offense, if we differentiate them, they are set for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters.
And he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Clemson Tiger offense have to specify that. They're set for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Defense. Man, that ain't make no sense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. Off play action, Cooper. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Airing one out deep for Holmes here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. And a huge play that time. 46 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. LSU with a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU. A 14-yard touchdown. And this offense is running away with this one.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Clemson Tiger offense have to specify that. They're set for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play that? Under pressure, and down he goes. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Cooper. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
On 3rd down, Jewell. Well, LSU just 1 half away from a national title. What a story this would be.
The Clemson Tigers, nothing.
Just 1 half remains in the college football season as we begin the second half of this national title game. And this carries into the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
The Clemson Tiger offense have to specify that. They're set for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him a more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now Cooper throwing on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Cooper now. From the gun, he'll throw. Oh, what a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Let's get that swagger, y'all. Let's get that swagger.
Take this in. Touchdown, LSU. Mason Thibodeau taking it in as his guys continue to pour it on.
For the extra point.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Clemson Tiger offense have to specify that. They're set for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Off the play fake. Cooper. Simpson reels it in over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A nice gain of 21 yards. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for number 30.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Back to throw is Cooper. From the gun on 3rd down. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
LSU Tigers
kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Bengal Tiger offense, if we differentiate them, they are set for their next drive. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. From the gun, Matthews. Oh, that was dangerous. Matthews threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Matthews. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact.
And that is caught. It's an LSU touchdown.
Man, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
And he pushed it right. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. Back now here on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
7 yards there on the first down screen play. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
It's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Operating from the gun, Cooper. Finding Walker, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. 1st and 10 now for Clemson. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, Cooper. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Clemson Tiger offense have to specify that. They're set for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if